Another fairly short dream, though in three parts or scenes. The first of these was rather surreal and difficult to describe. All three seemed to be concerned with hangings. In this first scene, I seemed to be looking down from a considerable height at what looked like a computerized diagram. The scene comprised a rectangle in which were a number, perhaps a dozen or so, tiny circles. In the middle of these was a solitary black disc, the same diameter as the circles. Somehow, as the circles moved around randomly, the disc remaining stationary in the middle, I knew they were or represented people. The circles stopped moving and the disc twitched and then also stopped moving, this in fact being its only movement throughout. I realised somehow I was watching a hanging, the black disc being the victim. Then the picture changed to a more real, in the sense of everyday physical looking setting. I and a few other men, as usual I never saw their faces, were standing around in the largish bedroom of a house I did not recognise. In the middle of the room was a bed on which a large built man lay. Apparently he was due to be hanged soon. There was the murmur of people talking amongst themselves when the man suddenly stood up and the murmuring stopped. The man himself was naked from the waist up and had a chest and arms like the Incredible Hulk, only in white rather than green. He murmured something about getting himself some breakfast, but remained standing on the bed. He looked totally spaced out, and I pondered over whether he had been drugged to prevent trouble at the execution. The third part of the dream was in the same setting as the second, but the Hulk had gone, and now I realised it was me who was waiting, being hanged. I found myself looking out of a window of the bedroom, vaguely aware of the others behind me, and woke up, wondering if I was going to have a lucky break or strangle slowly. It all turned on the competence of the hangman. That's the end of the dream, but my thoughts about it. It's difficult what to make of this one. It could, I suppose, be symbolic of karma or cause and effect. Maybe each scene represents a successive lifetime. In the first one, I was just an interested onlooker, part of the baying crowd, perhaps. In the second one, of the perpetrators, perhaps a situation I had created by being emotionally involved in the previous one. Finally, what goes round has come round. Kevin suggested that the black disc, or hole, could represent the unknown future, and that the surrounding circles could equally represent ideas and tap lines that need to be got rid of before progress can be made into the black hole. So that's our thoughts on it. Over to you, please, Duane.
Okay, this is a Netflix series, isn't it? So you have the situation. And so in the second experience, okay, I get the first one. That's your real awareness. That's the overview of the situation, of course. And then second one, you're in this room and this fella is standing on this bed. Is that the idea? Okay, so yeah, and what is a bed? Okay, well, that's a place, it's a comfortable place, and he's naked from the chest up, from the waist up or whatever, and yeah, he's like the Hulk. Okay, so he's somebody very strong, isn't he? And so the lower part, because the different parts of the body are like your five bodies with your personal self, and from the waist down is mainly your physical and astral, especially your feet. Okay, and so that has a covering, that has an appearance, but the top part of yourself is exposed. That's more into your real awareness, etc., and the upper parts of your body, and you have a strength there. So all of a sudden Scene 3, it's you that's going to be hanged. Okay, well, this is quite an adventure. There's a couple ways to look at it because, again, there's no matter of fact to all of it. It's just an idea that is that, yes, you can go through the hanging and have a new life, you might say. The old part can be hung. Or you can decide to see it to where, I kind of see it also as, just like you say, what goes around comes around. It can be something from the past that you had to go through and face, which is okay, but you did it on the real side instead. Saying so, and again, you're just the view. You're viewing this, so you're always okay. It's just dealing with these 5 bodies. So I would suggest maybe for a week you hide in the closet and wrap yourself up so nobody can see you, and then maybe they won't come and get you and hang you. But that's just a joke, okay? But in this day and age, anything can happen. I think they're still doing beheads in the East and stuff like that in different countries. And India does a lot of hangings, and, well, all over the place. We've got FEMA camps here. So there's a variety of things on it, and I know I can see what you're going through, young man. You wake up, you're startled. It's like, what the heck is this? First part to see it is one way, and then all of a sudden it's you in the scene. And I go through these things too, and sometimes I wake up, bewildered, even discouraged sometimes. It's like, what was that? So so you decide, but remember, you're always the real awareness, and you're being of light. So you can figure it out. So you know what's real right now, and this should actually motivate you more so to recognize take more time to do that, because that's why we're here. Everything is to prompt us for that. So however you see it, you have fun with it.
Actually, talking about FEMA camps, I've read quite a bit about this. And I gather they've all been stocked up with guillotines, so I should watch your heads over there. Right, my next dream.
Yes, very real.
Thank you for listening to this video, and if you want to hear more, subscribe to my channel to find further recordings and to keep you updated with all the latest new presentation videos. Duane, the great writer, is making himself available for those who want to know more and see more and be more than just having another ordinary, unaware life on this purposely poisoned planet. Create your new session with Duane, the great writer, and discuss any topic you like. Here are some examples to discuss: personal, financial, relationships, dreams, government, 5G, GMO, chemtrails, vaccines, HARP, military, secret service, spying, subliminal taplining, conspiracy, angels, gods, fairies, ghosts, aliens, reptilians, religious, spiritual, governments, monarchy, and anything that pertains to what you are experiencing in this creation bubble, and also the real universes of real freedom. Learn to get your own answers. New sessions start at 30 minutes at $1. $1 into PayPal a minute, and can be as much time as needed. And yes, the way Duane writes his new words refers to something more than what is known here, and this is where you decide to recognize what is real now with all life, or continue on as you have, with just another personal life in an aging body form. Contact Kevin Smith UK and Dean Val USA on Facebook and YouTube. Additionally, an official new presentation club is now available. The New Awareness Club, membership to which is $1 per month through PayPal. Click on the New Awareness website link below the description of this video, and from there navigate to the forum site and register there, which serves as a home base for the club.